I'm referring to the military, the police force, and now we have got an ugly apparatus known as the RELA. And it's sad, nobody is addressing this very, very serious issue. They have been given military ranks, which is unheard of. And we, in fact, the Retired Armed Forces Officers Club wrote a series of letters to then Minister of Defence, who did assure that they will look into it, and this was about 2 years ago. To date, nothing has happened. So it looks as though RELA is here to stay, rank and all.
Yeah. So, okay, coming to RELA, it's an interesting observation, but what do you think is the problem with RELA? Is it too much of power, or is it too much of lack of training, you say? Do you think because now there's some sort of dependency on RELA already. Any public events, RELA is always there, RELA is there to escort the big names and all that stuff. So, in a way, the government machinery depends a lot on RELA. So, removing that dependency is going to take.
I asked this question, why? Why RELA? You got a police force, a fairly large police force. Why must you have another uniformed body with military ranks, and who guards them, who controls them? I have very strong views about RELA, but I will refrain from speaking about it because I have already written about it. It's up to now to the government to address the issues which the Retired Armed Forces Officers Club raised. And they have not responded to those letters.
What about the general state of police, military, and the operations and all that stuff? I mean, compare it to your time, the long time that you have served in the particular service.
I refrain from commenting because personally I am thoroughly and utterly disappointed by the lack of leadership. The men are good. We have been told when we were trained, there's no such thing as a bad rating, but there is a bad officer. So I put it squarely upon the leadership of the police and the military, that where they should be advising the government on certain issues, they just act according to the political whims of the politicians.
Was it different during your time? The way the military and the police functioned in terms of advising the government?
Well, things were different, very different. Now we see service chiefs, either in the police or the armed forces, making statements which are shocking and exhibits stupidity.
Were they more independent, you would say, than
No, it's not a question of independence. We are a democracy. We act for the government in power. But then, if you compare the statements of service chiefs of the 60s and the 70s and even the 80s, and you see, I mean, you have a chief of a service who says we need a certain type of maritime craft to prevent Portuguese from attacking us of 1511. I mean, you do recollect that.
Yeah.
We have a service chief who allows a politician to come into the naval base in aircraft. And yet, an admiral of a navy who retired is not allowed to enter the base because he is on the opposition party.